how can you bring your mom and still be 30 minutes late? How does that happen? All right, page 135 from your playbook. Page 135 from your playbook, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. Because we are all working to become millionaire real estate agents, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, in the spirit of gratitude, think of how many people you can help that you're not currently helping when you're earning over $1 million a year selling real estate. Think of the difference that you can make when you are netting $1 million a year selling real estate. Think of the legacies that you can leave when you are receiving $1 million a year in passive income. Think of the world that you could change when you're giving away $1 million a year. Holy cow. All right, because I walk like, talk like, look like, and have the checkbook of a millionaire real estate agent. Write it down. All right, page 135, playing the numbers game. High conversion rates, middle of the page. There, see? High conversion rates will allow you to generate the same income from fewer leads than if you had lower conversion rates. What am I hearing? I'm hearing success is a choice. Success, until I've mastered the conversations of real estate, comes down to how many conversations am I going to have in order to schedule an appointment? How committed am I to staying in my 20%, number one in my 20%, which is lead generation, until I schedule an appointment. Lower conversion rates can be just as effective if you can amass a great number of leads. So while your conversion rates are very important, the number of leads you must generate is even more critical. So if I'm writing notes, whenever I say that, guys, you know I'm basically saying write it down. If I'm writing notes, I'm writing the number of leads I generate is more important than my conversion rates. Doesn't mean conversion's not important, because it is. However, what's more important is how many leads are you generating. The octane of your fuel is irrelevant if you don't have enough to get you to your destination. Next paragraph, highly successful real estate agents. And this is a highly successful real estate agent class. This is not mediocre real estate. That's down the hall. If you're looking for that, please get up and leave. You're in the wrong room. Shut up, Aaron. Highly successful. I have a pen, something to throw at him. Highly successful real estate agents will tell you that as far as lead generation is concerned, the quality is in the quantity. Whereas most real estate agents do modest lead generation and get modest results, a few do massive lead generation and reap massive results. All right, I want to help you create a tracker that you're going to use in order to, before we do that, let's skip to this. So I'm tracking conversations, I'm tracking leads. The definition of a lead is I have your name, I have your number, I have your email address, I have your mailing address. You're a lead versus just being a contact. So I'm tracking how many contacts I make every month. I'm tracking how many leads I get every month. And I'm tracking how many appointments I schedule every month. And over time, what this is going to do for you is you're going to be able to predict how many conversations you need to have in order to get the number of appointments that you want to have. So track this monthly. For example, I'm making 100 contacts a week or 400 contacts in a month. 25% will turn into a lead. 1 in 4 are turning into a lead. So I've got 100 leads and 25% will turn into an appointment. I've got 25 appointments. If 20% lead to a listing, I've taken 5 agreements. Now that's 5 seller listings, that's 5 buyer listings. All right, so my contacts will either lead to an appointment or they'll lead to a new contact, a new conversation, a new lead that goes into my database. Leads go into my database or they turn into an appointment. Appointments turn into listings. Simple enough. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to start tracking. I'll go back to it. I want you to start tracking your numbers every single week. And I want you to create a tracker that looks just like the one you see on the flip chart here. On the left-hand side, I'll read it for you if you can't see it, guys. And I'll go in and out because you're not going to be able to see the bottom. How's that? All right. On the left-hand side, contacts. Under that, leads. Remember, a lead is, I got your name, I got your number, I got your email address, and I got your mailing address. If I'm knocking doors with Clarissa and Diane and Aaron, see Aaron, I included you there. Love you, man.
You're in my picture.
And cool. And the person I'm speaking to, I get their contact information. Hey, Trisha, if I were going to send you an update on the market, what's a great email address to send that to? Blah, blah, blah. Cool. Awesome. I know your mailing address. I'm standing at your front door. I've got your name because I said, hey, by the way, my name is John Dietz. Can I ask your name? And you said, Trisha. Cool. How do you spell your last name, Trisha? Now, great way of asking somebody what their last name is versus, hey, what's your last name? How do you spell your last name? You've probably seen me do that. I probably did it to you. All right. How do you spell your last name? Cool. So I got your name. I've got your mailing address. I've got your email address. Hey, by the way, if I were going to send you a really cool app that's on my phone, what would be the best number to send that to? And Trisha says 954-555-1212. Here it is. Now I've got your phone number. Are you a lead? Say yes. Awesome. The other thing I want you to track is new METs added to your database. How many people are you entering into your database every week? I want you to track how many 36 touch plans you are launching. New 36 touch smart plans launched. How many appointments did you schedule? I want you to track appointments set. I'm going to zoom out for everybody in Zoom so you can see this. Underneath appointments set is appointments completed. That means you went to the house and you met with the buyer or the seller, or the buyer came into the office and you met with the buyer. This is all appointments. It's not just listing appointments. It's not just buyer consultations. This includes going to see a for sale by owner or going to see someone's home whose listing expired. All appointments. And I want you to track at the bottom, how many agreements did you get? An agreement is a seller listing agreement or a buyer agreement. Those are both listings. We list sellers and we list buyers. Now, create this using Word or what other document you're going to use in your computer. It's better if it's in your computer, not handwritten like I did. It's a system that can be repeated. And I want you to create a weekly habit of tracking these numbers: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, total. I don't want you working 7 days a week. I only gave you 7 days in case you take Wednesday off and you work Saturday. Don't want you working 7 days a week. Never truly off, never truly on. Put work in a box, put the box on the shelf, and have you time. Keller Who time. But I want you to track, and I want you to track these numbers. I want you to start keeping a weekly tracker of what you do every single week. Now, what we're doing by doing this for the next 52 weeks, and you're going to turn this into me every Monday. For those of you who are in the room, I'm going to ask you, where's your tracker? For those of you in Zoom, email it to me. Now, raise your hand if you know what I'm doing. Diane.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
Go. Accountability. Okay. What else? Productivity. What else? Organization. What else?
Making us know our numbers.
Coaching. What else? Making us know our numbers. Yes. Yes. Kim, talk to me. Your hand was up.
Oh, I was just going to say, yeah, so we know how to set our goals based on our personal conversion rates.
Yes, it is. For those of you that are in BOLD right now, what's the answer? What am I doing for the next 52 weeks?
Being bold.
Being bold.
You're tracking your numbers.
Tracking numbers. Bold ends in 2 weeks. Yes or yes?
Yes.
What if it didn't? What if it didn't?
We would continue going. Oh, we're good. Oh, we turn in our numbers weekly.
Are we creating bold for the next 52 weeks?
Yes.
Yes. Are we?
Yes.
Yes.
Nonstop.
Yes. All I'm doing is taking bold and extending it for another 52 weeks. That's all I'm doing. That's it. It's a big part of bold is every week you report your numbers and you know you're going to be reporting your numbers. So the thought process, Trisha, is I'm going to do them because I have to tell people what I did. It's part of one of the reasons why production increases during bold. Now, how could we create that atmosphere year round? Do this. All right, raise your hand, talk to me. What'd you hear? What'd you learn? What are your ahas? Michael, you're first.
John, you had mentioned never on, never off. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah. The purpose of work is to fund your perfect life. It is not working for work's sake. I'm also not working for money. If I was working for money, I'd stop when I have enough. Is Gary Keller working for money? No, the guy's a billionaire, guys. And he still works every day. He's working for you. He's working to build a real estate company that changes the world. He's not doing that for him or his family. He's doing that for us. Michael, be where you are. If you're at work, be at work, 100% at work. One of the biggest struggles that we all have is when we're at work, we feel guilty for not being with our family. When we're with our family, we feel guilty for not hitting our goals at work, for not being more productive, for not being more successful in order to provide our family with a better life. Well, the answer is when you're at work, be 100% at work, 100%. And let's say you decide that work stops at 6 o'clock today. Well, then that means your phone goes in the drawer, the computer is turned off, you're sitting on the floor with your daughter or your son reading them a book, or you're going for a walk, or you're going out to dinner with your spouse. And there is no work. It stopped at 6 o'clock. It doesn't exist anymore. Now it starts again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And at 8 a.m., nothing else happens. It's just work. And I'm going to block time in my week, every week, for personal time. See that pink? It says God, family, me. I have God, family, me time every week. Now, me time used to be Fridays, and it was playing golf every Friday. We're closing $30 million a year, closing over 100 units a year, and I'm playing golf every Friday. Now, if I violated that agreement that I had with myself, it would lead to burnout, wear out, run down, breakdowns. And the people on my team would actually say, John, are you playing golf on Friday? And I'm like, why? You don't want me to be here, do you? And they're like, no, we really don't. Please go play golf. Because too many weeks of not playing golf, John's not fun to be around. You know, there's this stuff called gray tape. They sell it at Home Depot. You better watch it. I know how to use it. Vicky, talk to us. Michael, did I answer that question for you? I'm sorry. Aaron got me off track. I'm gonna.
You definitely did, but when's the last time you played golf?
So, Michael, thank you for that. I wish Monica were in the room right now because she would love this. She's on the other side of this wall setting up for our Thanksgiving gratitude lunch. So Monica asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and my answer was golf clubs. In 2015, I sold my golf clubs when I moved to Coral Springs, thinking I'm going to be 100% focused on building this market center in Coral Springs, and therefore I'm going to take a year off. I'm going to take a year off from playing golf. Well, it's 6 years later, 6 years. And it's time for me to get back on the golf course, right? Because John's not fun when he's not playing golf.
Hence why I asked the question.
I love it. Hey, trust me, I know it. Vicky, talk to us.
I agree. I'm happy. That's a beautiful wish for you, a present for you. You deserve it.
Thank you.
So as for what I heard today, I heard 3 F's, could be 4. You know, fill your funnel, follow up, and basically with, you know, I mean, like I said, it could be fill your funnel, follow up, and then family, because family is what your end result is, whether you have, you know, kids or no kids. It's your family. That's your freedom, your family time. So if you do the filling of your funnel and you get the reward of continuously filling that funnel, something's going to stick. You're going to have so many people in that funnel that you're going to get business.
You know, I love it, Vicky. There's at least 3 or 4 t-shirts that came out of that conversation. Here's one of them. There are 3 F's to success, and the 4th F is a myth.
Well, there you go. I mean, to me, family is everything. So you always say start with the end in mind, and there you go.
Well, what did I say? The purpose of business is to fund your perfect life.
Absolutely.
And for all of us, that goes right to family. All right, call tracker. I'm looking for it. By the way, this is optional. You don't have to do it. Don't be jumping off the call because you didn't do it. And I'm going to encourage you to do this because when you do, you're going to learn your numbers. Business will become predictable and your success will go up. What you focus on expands. All right, time to get to work. What is work? Work is 20 conversations, not 19, not 18, not 17, or it's 10, or it's 5, whatever your standard is, that's work. Don't settle for 4 or 3. If you have 3 conversations and you settle because it's close enough, you didn't have the 4th conversation, which could have been $1 million listing that you didn't get because you didn't have the conversation. Or like Vicky shared with us earlier, because you stopped following up because you believed what they told you when they said no. You didn't give them an opportunity to make a new decision based on new information, and you didn't get that listing because you stopped following up. It's a standard. Hit your standards. It's not a goal. Make care calls, have care call conversations, not sales calls. This goes to what Flint was sharing yesterday in bold. Lead with gratitude. Thank you for taking my call. Bring value to every single conversation. Focus on getting an appointment, getting a referral. Who do you know that's thinking of selling their home? Adding somebody new to your database. I like to keep my friends and family members updated on the market. Would it be okay if I added you to that group? And build a relationship. Make the conversation about them. 90% them, 10% business. And that doesn't necessarily mean there's business in every single conversation. Maybe it's every 3rd conversation. You're building relationships. Find somebody today that's thinking of selling their home. Whether it's today, 30 days from now, or a year from now, doesn't matter. Because you're looking for opportunity, period, not opportunity right now. Not just opportunity right now. You are looking for opportunity right now. Meet with somebody today who's thinking of selling their home. And then follow up forever, because you reject rejection. Because no is not a word that lives in your vocabulary. No simply means not yet. Remember that people will not change their mind. But what will they do, Vicky? They'll make a
New decision based on new information.
yes. They'll make a new decision based on new information. And when you follow up forever, you're creating emotional proximity, which simply means that I'm going to hire the person who is closest to me when I get serious about selling my home. Trisha, coming to you. So when you follow up forever, Trisha, you're creating emotional proximity, and I make a new decision based on new information. That new decision will be to hire me. There you go. All right, everybody, make it a great day.
See you soon.
Yes, see you soon. Thanks, Maddie.
You're welcome.